What if living past 100 isn't a dream, but a design? What if death wasn't inevitable, just a flaw in biology that technology could fix? Across the world, scientists are racing to build inventions that could change the course of human history. Microscopic machines repairing your cells, cryogenic pods freezing you in time, even digital minds escaping fragile bodies. Some of these breakthroughs already exist. Others are whispers of the future, waiting to be unleashed. But as we stare into this horizon, one question lingers. If immortality was possible, would you take it? Let's explore 8 inventions that could help humans live longer than ever imagined. Imagine this: millions of machines, smaller than a blood cell, swimming silently through your veins. They detect microscopic damage before you ever feel pain. They repair your tissues, erase signs of aging, even kill cancer cells before they spread. Today, these nanobots are still experimental, but in a few decades, they might act as an invisible army, silently patrolling every corner of your body, keeping you alive. But here's the haunting question. If millions of tiny robots were working inside you, would you still feel like yourself? Would you trust them to save your life or to control it? Your DNA is like a book, filled with the instructions for life. But every so often, a single letter is misprinted. Those tiny errors add up over decades, leading to disease, decay, and death. CRISPR is the revolutionary tool that lets us rewrite this book. It can cut out harmful genes, fix inherited disorders, and maybe even erase aging at its source. Imagine being able to edit away your vulnerabilities, to design a body free of disease, a mind that never fades, and a life that never ends. But tampering with the blueprint of life raises haunting questions. If we edit too much, are we still human, or something entirely new? What if death isn't the end, but only a pause? Cryonics is the radical idea of freezing your body at the moment life ends, suspending it in liquid nitrogen until science can revive you. Today, this sounds like science fiction, but facilities already exist. Rows of capsules holding hundreds of frozen bodies, waiting for technology to catch up. It's a vision of hope and a nightmare of isolation. If you were brought back a century later, in a world you didn't recognize, with no family, no friends, and no place in society, would you still want to live? Would you still be you? Every 10 minutes, someone dies waiting for an organ transplant. A heart that never comes. A kidney stuck on a waiting list too long. A second chance at life. Gone in silence. But what if you didn't have to wait? What if failing organs weren't a death sentence anymore? 3D bioprinters are already rewriting the rules of medicine. They don't just create plastic models, they're printing living tissue, hearts, kidneys, even lungs, built from scratch, layer by layer, cell by cell. In the future, a failing heart might not mean the end. It might mean an appointment. You wouldn't wait for a donor. You wouldn't pray for a match. You'd simply print the part you need and keep going. But as we replace more and more of ourselves with synthetic parts, as printers assemble the pieces that keep us alive, at what point do we stop being natural? At what point do we stop being human? Your mind is your last frontier, the final place no machine has truly reached. But what if you could upload it? What if your thoughts, memories, and emotions could live on forever, long after your body fades? Brain-computer interfaces promise to build a bridge between neurons and machines, a direct link that preserves the very essence of you. For some, this is the ultimate immortality, the power to outlive the fragile limits of flesh and bone. For others, it's the ultimate nightmare, A future where consciousness is trapped in cold code, endlessly repeating, unable to escape. If every thought, memory, and feeling were copied into a digital shell, would that still be you, or just a ghost in the machine? Inside your body, some cells refuse to die. They linger, twisted fragments of what they once were. Scientists call them zombie cells. At first, they're harmless, but over time, they pile up, triggering inflammation, spreading toxins, accelerating disease, and aging your body from the inside out. Senolytic drugs are designed to hunt them down, to seek out these hidden saboteurs and wipe them away, cell by cell. In animal studies, these drugs have reversed markers of aging. We've seen old tissues regain their strength, and bodies that were slowing down suddenly begin to heal. In humans, they could mean decades more youth. But here's the question. If we had the power to destroy parts of ourselves to save the whole, would we use it wisely, or would we cross a line we can never come back from? What if blood could do more than carry oxygen? What if it could heal wounds instantly, fight off infections before they ever take hold, and deliver life-saving nutrients faster than nature ever designed? Artificial blood isn't science fiction anymore. Scientists are engineering synthetic blood to do what our own can't, resisting disease, repairing trauma, and saving lives in ways we've never seen. It could save millions in emergencies. It could turn soldiers, astronauts, even ordinary people into something stronger, more resilient. But here's the question. If even our blood became synthetic, would we still be human, or something entirely different? In nature, some creatures can regrow what they've lost. A salamander can rebuild a severed limb. A starfish can regenerate its entire body from a single fragment. Scientists are unlocking the secrets hidden in these creatures, secrets that could one day let humans do the same. Imagine it, regrowing a lost arm, a failing heart, or even your entire body, rebuilt cell by cell, layer by layer. It sounds impossible, but the first steps are already happening in labs around the world. If you could reset your body indefinitely, would you ever let yourself die? Or would you live on forever, trapped in an endless cycle of rebirth, never knowing where the old you ends and the new one begins? These 8 breakthroughs aren't science fiction anymore. They're real. Experiments happening in labs right now, step by step, rewriting what it means to live and what it means to die. But they raise a deeper question. If living forever became possible, should we take that chance? Are we ready to let machines and medicine rewrite the rules of life? To erase the boundaries that nature set for us? What would it mean to live in a world where death is optional, where the cycle of life no longer ends, but loops endlessly? Would we still value time if there were no more endings? And if you could have that power, would you use it, or would you let go and allow yourself to fade as humans always have? The future isn't waiting, it's already being built. So I'll ask again, if this choice came to you, would you take it?